Hello everybody, how you all doing? It's late again. I just got back from a party, a bachelor. What? I don't even know how to say that word. The bachelor party for girls. I still couldn't get it. But anyway, I also want to complain about this camera a little bit. Like, the phone is really good, but when to talking about taking video from front side, it's an iPhone 13 Pro Max, whatever it is. It just doesn't get the good quality of the videos when you flip it around, But anyway, hope you are doing well. October just arrived, and today Mercury is supposed to be direct, right? And I know last couple of weeks it has been really hard, and a lot of things just happen, especially communication, especially a lot of things that seems like it's very slow and fall back. And today I'm gonna talk about the relationship fall apart, like sudden relationship fall apart. And don't freak out, okay? Because when Mercury retrograde, a lot of things that require your attention to look deeper. Some issues, problem, or potential miscommunication will resurface, which is an opportunity to dive into those corners again. So don't freak out. If the relationship meant to fall apart, you cannot stop it. So we cannot blame Mercury retrograde. Actually, Mercury retrograde is do us a favor to allow us to see what we usually do not see. Okay, so some relationship might all of a sudden just fall apart or temporarily fall apart, and you just like, whoa, what's going on? What happened? And I don't want to say it's common, but it's possible. So how you navigate, right? How you navigate those situations. So first of all, you got to understand that certain things, if you do not, or if you have not yet discovered that would be a potential, I call bomb, okay? In the future, then Mercury retrograde is going to show you what is this potential bomb that is going to tip off and blew off of the relationship. And a temporary fall out in the relationship allow you to reconsider this relationship, reconsider your choices, right? And re-examine some things you could do better. It's like second chance. I would say this is second chance time. And sometimes you got to understand that when you always have that thing, it's like, you do know those so-called rich kids, right? They're born with a lot of fame from their parents. And they are used to be under the society public's focal point, right? Because they're born with that. Or the people born with the parents that really know how to do gardening, how to building things, so they naturally come with that. And you don't really know how special is that. And one day something happened. Let's say, something happened to the parents. Maybe they got in trouble or something, or the media block parents, right? So you might not get that much of attention from the public. So this example, that's no good or bad. Maybe you love to be in the center of the public, social media. And all of a sudden, nobody care about you. All of a sudden, your reputation went down because something happened, with your parents. So your reputation goes down as well. Or let's say you are supernatural, always can, grow things and building things. And one day some little accident, happened that you're temporary, you could not build things, you could not even move your body, go out to your garden. Use that time, you realize how important, how precious those moments are. Now, the first example, maybe people say, well, maybe it does somebody a favor. What is good to be in the center of the public anyway. But what if people like it? You never know, right? You never know. You never know. But let's say in a relationship, right? That you were in the relationship for a little bit, but you thought, everything just normal, everything went fine. Then you just get used to each other. This person always treats you this way, right? Or you always treat this person this way, and somehow, one day you guys got into a big fight, right? And you decided just like, screw you, I'm gonna move on, and you sit there, you allow the information, soak in, you're sinking in the what's really happening in your reality. You're like, whoa, no, hold on, wait a minute. That actually, I'm in deep love with this person, that I didn't even realize that. Right? Now, this far off probably do you a favor, because allow you to even understand how your heart felt instead of how your mind think. Before, everything is just so natural that you never thought about that. You never thought about that when this person is not in your life, even for that 24 hours, 48 hours, you just went through the major heartbreak, and then you realize that you actually love this person so dearly that you want this person back. And this person feels the same thing, because maybe this is their first time have big hiccup in your relationship, right? And this 48 hours temporary separation is going to bring you guys closer instead of separate you guys. So what I'm saying is, sometimes the separation create this unity, and unity and a separation, they are the polarity, okay? And it usually happens, right? Let's say you never had a hiccup before, everything seems so fun, and one day you have this big hiccup, is because universe wants to let you know, it's like, okay, it's time to do the reality check-in to see where you guys at, right? Do you guys really love each other, or you guys just being together, just be casual, just be, so okay, whatever. What's next? Universe is gonna push you, because if you're ready to move to next stage, or you whatever the stage means, closer or meant to be apart, that's the next stage. You are ready to move on the next stage of the lessons, right? So those temporary fallout allow you to see, both ways. Sometimes this fallout, you're like, oh, you thought you really love this person, and actually something happened, and you're like, no. Actually, I was in this huge codependent relationship that it's actually not for good for, both of you guys' personal growth. And that fallout or something, or let's say not fallout, right? You go on, let's say you dated for a while, right? Relationship again. Then all of a sudden you have opportunity to go on this road trip, right? It meant to bring you guys together, but because the relationship is not on a solid foundation, during this road trip, it's gonna show you a lot of things that actually you guys not compatible. There's a lot of things that you will not even see in daily life, because when you are on the 24/7 with each other for a week or so, it's gonna show you a lot of problem, right? A lot of things you can work on. Then that moment you're like, oh, I thought we were in this state, but actually there are so many differences here. And you're going to re-evaluate the situation. So when I say temporary fallout, doesn't mean, only fall out. Sometimes a sudden close gonna show you the separation. Actually, the separation in this relationship, so you can work on. Now the other scenario is follow out, so you can see how important each other to you, to this person to you. Then you actually can bring the relationship closer. So it's a cycle, right? When you closer again and another thing's gonna pop up, you're like, oh wow, there's more things we need to work on. And then create a separation, which means you bring the unity back again. Then unity, separation, separation, unity, unity, separation is constantly a cycle. But you are learning different lesson every time you are in the separation. When you bring you back to unity, it's another level of closeness, another level of awareness, and another level of deep understanding. What if you cannot work out? Then you not meant to together, and you have to separate. But that's only temporary separate. You're on your soul level, you never really separate. Hope that makes sense. I know I'm doing a lot of rambling, and then when I talking, the things get clear in my mind anyway. But hope this makes sense. So if things temporary fall out in your life right now, don't freak out. Just ask yourself, what's the lesson here? Or why things fall out? Either fall out to bring things closer, or fall out to allow you to see the things that actually things not working and you need a part. In any scenario, in those two scenario or other scenario, it's treated as an opportunity instead of like, I'm not good enough, or point a finger, blame other people, or blame yourself, or whatever it is. So hope this helps, and thank you guys for following along, and whoever receiving this message, I hope this makes sense, and reach out if you have any questions. So love you guys. Good night.